Ready to dive down the rabbit hole? Today, we're exploring 7 of the most disturbing and mind-bending mysteries in the world of anime. These are the shows that will have you questioning everything, looking over your shoulder, and staying up way too late trying to piece it all together. From psychological thrillers to supernatural horror, get ready for a wild ride. Let's get started. Coming in at number 7, we have Monster. Picture this. You're a genius neurosurgeon, Dr. Kenzo Tenma, and you're faced with an impossible choice: save the life of the city's mayor or save a young boy who was shot in the head. You choose the boy, believing you did the right thing. Fast forward 9 years, and you discover that same boy has grown up to be a charismatic, terrifying serial killer. This isn't just a simple cat and mouse chase. Monster is a slow burn, psychological masterpiece that explores the nature of good and evil. Dr. Tenma is forced to go on the run, hunted by the police, while he hunts the very monster he helped create. The story takes you across Germany, introducing a massive cast of complex characters, each with their own secrets and motivations. It's a chilling examination of morality and the ripple effects of a single decision. If you're looking for a mature, grounded thriller that will keep you guessing until the very end, Monster is an absolute must-watch. At number 6, we have Erased. Imagine having an ability you can't control, one that sends you a few minutes back in time to prevent a tragedy. That's the life of Satoru Fujinuma, but when he comes home to find his mother murdered and he's framed for the crime, his ability sends him further back than ever before, 18 years, to be exact, right back into his elementary school body. He quickly realizes this is his one chance to solve the mystery that plagued his childhood, a series of kidnappings that took the lives of his classmates. Now, as a 10-year-old with the mind of a 29-year-old, Satoru has to navigate schoolyard politics, gain the trust of his friends, and unmask a killer hiding in plain sight. Erased is a gripping and emotional roller coaster. It perfectly blends a high-stakes murder mystery with a heartfelt story about second chances, friendship, and the desperate desire to protect the ones you love. The tension is incredible as you watch Satoru race against the clock to change the past and save the future. Next up at number 5 is The Promised Neverland. We're introduced to Gracefield House, an idyllic orphanage filled with happy, intelligent children and their loving mom. It seems like a perfect life. Almost too perfect. The kids had everything they could want, except one rule: never, ever go beyond the fence or the gate. One fateful night, 2 of the brightest orphans, Emma and Norman, break that rule to return a forgotten toad to a friend who was adopted. What they discover is a horrifying truth that shatters their entire world. Their peaceful home is actually a farm, and they are nothing more than high-quality livestock being raised as food for grotesque demons. The show instantly transforms from a happy slice-of-life story into a heart-pounding psychological thriller. We watch as Emma, Norman, and their friend Ray plot a daring escape, using their wits to outsmart their deceptively kind caretaker and the literal monsters that await them. The first season is a masterclass in suspense and strategy. Sliding into our number for spot is Psycho Pass. Welcome to a futuristic Japan, where the civil system can instantaneously measure a person's mental state, personality, and the probability that they will commit a crime. This Psycho Pass determines everything. If your crime coefficient gets too high, you're hunted down and either arrested or eliminated on the spot. We follow Akane Tsunemori, a rookie inspector who joins the police force. Her job is to manage the enforcers' latent criminals who are used as hunting dogs to take down other criminals. But as Akane is thrown into one gruesome case after another, she starts to question the very system she swore to uphold. Is a society without crime worth the cost of free will? What happens when the system itself is flawed? Psycho Pass is a dark, stylish, and thought-provoking cyberpunk mystery. It forces you to confront difficult questions about justice, technology, and what it truly means to be human in a world governed by an all-knowing algorithm. The cat and mouse game between Akane and the brilliant, elusive villain Shogo Makishima is one for the ages. Brace yourselves, because at number 3, we have another. When transfer student Koichi Sakakibara moves to the small town of Yomiyama, he's placed in class 3-3. He immediately notices a strange, oppressive atmosphere and a mysterious, eye-patch girl named Emi Misaki whom everyone else, including the teachers, seems to ignore, as if she doesn't exist. He's warned not to get involved with things that don't concern him, but his curiosity gets the better of him. Soon after he befriends Emi, the class's dark secret begins to unfold. It's cursed. 26 years ago, a student in that class died, but the others pretended they were still alive. And since then, a calamity has plagued the class every year. Students and their relatives start dying in a series of horrific, seemingly accidental, and increasingly gruesome ways. Koichi and Mei must now race against time to uncover the nature of the curse and figure out how to stop the deaths before it's their turn. Another is pure, unadulterated horror mystery, filled with suspense, dread, and some truly unforgettable death scenes. Our runner-up, at number 2, is the surreal and unforgettable Paranoia Agent. A wave of fear is sweeping through Tokyo. People under immense stress are being attacked by a mysterious assailant known only as Lil Slugger, a young boy on golden rollerblades, wielding a bent, golden baseball bat. His first victim was the famous character designer Tsukiko Sagi, who was struggling to create a new hit mascot. As the attacks continue, they seem to target people who feel cornered and desperate for an escape. To detectives, Keiichi Akari and Mitsuhiro Maniwa are assigned to the case, but the more they investigate, the blurrier the line between reality and delusion becomes. Is Lil Slugger a real person, or is he a supernatural phenomenon, a collective hallucination born from societal anxiety? Directed by the legendary Satoshi Kon, Paranoia Agent is a mind-bending exploration of guilt, fear, and the bizarre ways people cope with the pressures of modern life. It's a puzzle box of a show where each episode connects in unexpected ways, leading to a climax that is as weird as it is brilliant. And finally, at number 1, we have the series that has redefined the mystery horror genre, Higurashi. When They Cry, Keiichi Maebara has just moved to the quiet, peaceful village of Hinamazawa. He quickly becomes great friends with a group of girls in his new school, and they spend their summer days playing games and having fun. It all seems perfectly normal, but as the annual Watanagashi festival approaches, Keiichi starts to learn about the village's dark history, a series of mysterious murders and disappearances that have occurred on the night of the festival for the past 4 years, all connected to a curse from the local deity Oyashiro-sama. His friends are suddenly evasive and secretive. Paranoia begins to set in. Are they hiding something from him? Are they even his friends? Higurashi is infamous for its brutal tonal shifts, going from cute and comedic to terrifyingly violent in the blink of an eye. The story is told in a series of repeating arcs, with each one showing the same time period from a different perspective, slowly revealing more and more clues about the horrifying conspiracy at the heart of Hinamazawa. It is a masterpiece of psychological terror that will have you questioning every single character and every single event until the final, shocking truth is revealed. And there you have it, 7 of the most disturbing and engaging anime mysteries out there. Each one of these shows will pull you in, mess with your head, and leave you thinking about it long after the credits roll. Have you seen any of these? Which one do you think is the most disturbing? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the world of anime. See you next time.